Your trading goals might be the thing that's actually stopping you from progress and moving forward. And I see it all the time because when you look at a lot of training outside in the real world, or when you look at trying to get better, yeah, you got to have these goals, make amazing goals, unreachable goals so that you can go and shoot for them. But in trading, it's very different when it comes to achieving those things. And yes, it's nice to have external goals when you're shooting, hey, I want to make this much money, or I want to succeed in this way. But the thing is that's not what actually gets you there. See, when it comes to actual trading, there's really two types of goals. You've got the internal goals and you've got the external goals. The internal goals is something that you probably should be focused on in trading. Those are the process-driven goals, the goals that are going step by step. The external goals is what most people focus on. That's what they kind of want. And when we look at this in trading, this is what happens, okay? Because I see it all the time in our member section and in the classes, the one-on-one coaching sessions I've done. What happens is that when we go in and we look at, let's just look at two types of goals here. So on one side, we're going to look at the outer goals, okay, or the external. And the other side, we're going to look at the inner goals or the internal goals. Okay. Now, in between here, as you have a combination of both, this is kind of where the success part actually happens. It's right in there. So you've got success that happens in this zone. But the outer goals, if we look at just the concept of a basketball, looking at like Michael Jordan or one of the greats, okay, the outer goals is actually saying, okay, well, I want to win a certain number of games, or I want to make a certain number of money. Okay, maybe I want to have a certain sponsorship deals. That's all great, okay, in terms of outer goals, looking to achieve those things. But how do you get there? How do you get there is through the inner goals part. It might be like, okay, I'm going to work on the running part. I want to make sure I'm fast. I'm going to go work and do the dribble part. Okay. I'm going to go in and do all kinds of the inner part. It also might be the mental game, such as, okay, on the mental side, how am I going to handle the losses? Okay. What happens if somebody blocks my shot? How will I handle that? So all of those things are more of the inner goal parts. Okay. It's the internal in what's happening. And it's the inner goals that gets you to those outer goals. It's that process driven. So when we look at some of these things, what a lot of traders go in and they look at is they're looking at the outcome. So outcome is kind of what people want. Okay. So this is what they're aiming for. But in order to get the outcome, we have to focus on the process and procedure. But it's not what most people want to focus. They want to focus on, well, how do I make more money? And that's what they want. And I get that's what you want. But in order to get there, you have to focus on the process and procedure. It's kind of like the concept of money or capital. If you're driving a business, let's say we're starting to create a business. If I create a business and all I want from that business is money and capital, it's not going to get me there. The way to get and build and grow a business is to give people what they want and need. Okay. It's to solve a problem and have a great product, let's just say. Okay. So that is how you build revenue for a business, even though you might want the revenue. But the thing is that if you give people what they want, that's how you get the revenue. It's a byproduct. So in trading, what you have is really the process is going to give you the byproduct, or call it the final goal that you want, is that outcome, the financial rewards, the benefit, the consistency, and so on. It's the procedure and process. And rather than honing in and focusing on, okay, well, I'm going to, study more, let's just say charts. Okay, well, studying the charts doesn't necessarily give you an edge in building a habit or discipline. Yes, it gives you an idea, but then you haven't taken action to doing the trade and seeing the result. So instead, what we want to do is, let's just say part of trading could be dealing with putting an order in and taking an order out. Okay. And this is something I tell a lot of people that I work with when I do one-on-one coaching, is just learn the fact of going in right here and, let's say, buying a share or buying 10 shares, sending that order. And now you have that working order, and let's go in and cancel and replace it and working that order, maybe getting it a little bit cheaper price, maybe paying a little bit more, getting that order filled. Now, it's not going to fill now because the market is closed. It's still pre-market. But what you could do is, practice sending that order in and getting faster at it. Maybe learning to pin your panel. Bam, sending it in. Then we're going to go in, create another duplicate order, send it in. Boom. This is working out. This is practicing on the process or the procedure, at least one bit or part of it at a time. You don't have to focus on the full process from start to finish. Just like, if you're practicing for basketball, you're not going to practice by doing a full game. You're going to practice the dribble part of it. You're going to practice the stealing. You're going to practice the free throws. You're going to spend an hour just on free throws so you get better at it. And that's what we're doing right now is we might practice sending orders in. Bam, I'm sending an order in. Bam, I'm sending an order in. Bam, I'm sending an order in. So you keep doing this over and over again. Now you've got a few orders in there in the queue. And then, okay, so we'll go in and, we'll cancel all the SPY orders for now. And then you can do the same thing with taking orders out, selling and selling and selling and selling. So you're practicing the procedure of getting into orders and getting out of orders. Now, the next part you might do is, okay, well, you've got maybe the execution part. Well, what about the management part? So again, all of these little bits and pieces that when you start looking at it, you're practicing different parts and components when it comes to trading. Okay. Some of it might be the psychology of it. Okay, let's say the psychology of it or the mental game of, if we break that down, it could be the game of patience. Okay, now that patience could mean practicing it in the real world. And I'll give you an example. Let's say you're going grocery shopping, okay, and you're going for food with here, and you can purposefully choose the longest line for the checkout. You might say, well, why would you do that? Well, to teach you patience. Okay, you don't have to say, okay, I'm going to go to the fastest line, because that's what teaches you to always want quick results, quick results, quick results. You're going to go into the longest line. You're going to make sure your emotions are in check. You're going to make sure that you're able to stand there, not worry about it, not stress about it. And if you start feeling apprehensive, you start getting, oh my God, I wish this person moved faster. That's your light that check in. Ooh, you're getting impatient. And that's the thing with trading. You're working on patience. You better start having good patience in order to making it happen. And that's what most people can't do. They're impatient in driving, right? So what happens is, when we go in, let's say we're driving right here and here's a couple lanes and you've got cars right over here. And then you've got people like kind of trying to come in and right at the last minute. Well, instead you could be patient, right? Learning that patience in all aspects of life will help you in trading. And you can quickly realize the type of trader that you are by simply seeing the way people behave in different world environments, whether it's, in grocery shopping, in driving. You can quickly tell because those people usually do not have patience, or they lack patience, or in other words, sometimes in driving, you could be lacking humility and that kind of thing. But the point is that all of these little bits and pieces help add up and get you to the next stage and level. This is what happens, is that when you look at things more in terms of a process, and look at it from here rather than focusing on the outcome, focusing on only your goals, on what you want. If you focus on the process, the procedure, the step-by-step, and working at those individual components, that's what's going to get you to more profitability. And it's going to get you these goals, these outer goals that you really so want and desire. So anyways, hope that helps, gives you a little insight regarding this. It's one of the things that a lot of times when I work with people on the coaching side, they focus so much at the beginning just on, hey, I want to make this much. I want to make this much. It's outcome driven and outcome focused rather than, hey, okay, I need to make sure I'm not misclicking. Oh, instead of selling a call, I bought a call, or instead of selling a put, I bought a put, or instead of buying a put, I sold a call. So you got to make sure those things are in alignment, or I typed in the wrong ticker symbol. All of those things are imperative, and it gets you to your goal, but it's the focusing on the process and the inner goals that'll get you there. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Truly appreciate it. If you're interested in some of the classes that we've got, check out the website, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.